If you're looking to learn guitar, check out Dave Isaac's Guitar Studio on Music Row. Whether you are a beginner or hobbyist to professional songwriter or artist, Dave offers a unique and powerful method of instruction that teaches not just the instrument, but the whole musician. Find out more at NashvilleGuitarGuru.com. From the family grocery hauler to fire-breathing racing engines, the one name you need to know is USA Motor and Machine, located at 51 Cleveland Avenue in Nashville, Tennessee. Give them a call at 615-726-3725 or at usamotorandmachine.com.
So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Jeff Meeks and Chris Austin invite you to watch your favorite sports event at the Batter's Box at 43 Hermitage Avenue in Nashville, Tennessee. The Batter's Box offers shuttle service to all Titans home games. It's a great place for friends to gather for the game and after the game. So check out the Batter's Box Bar and Grill, and thanks again for sponsoring the show. Bandwidth for today's show is brought to you by SoftLayer.com. We love SoftLayer here at Talkapolis. They are the greatest hosting company ever. They make everything easy. Check out their website at SoftLayer.com. Thanks again for sponsoring the show. Hello, everyone.
Welcome back.
Welcome to Friday.
Happy March 1st.
Happy March. We made it to March.
Getting closer to spring.
TGIF. We are just ready to bring you the funnest stories.
Yes, and I'm Kelly.
And I'm Kelsey. We're going to get started.
Kick
it off.
So, Tom Petty.
Yes.
He is going to be doing a new tour this summer.
Very exciting.
And unlike some of the past tours, he's going back to a smaller venue. So, he's playing just these mid-sized, more intimate venues, and really wants that chance to just allow his fans to connect with his band on a more intimate level.
Very cool, because, you know, he's been playing and selling out arenas, and now he's like, well, I just want to play something smaller. I mean, it's Tom Petty. He can do whatever he wants.
He can. So he's going to be playing the Beacon in New York, and then he's going to be playing the Fonda Theater in L.A.
So he's kind of doing some,
June time
and it's a few days, so you can get out there and, you know, there's some people that I know will go to all five, or you can go and see one, but he's also going to play Bonnaroo. He's headlining at Bonnaroo, which I'm a little sad that he's not playing anywhere closer to us in Nashville. Like, he's not going to play anything more intimate.
Close as he's going to get.
To drive and go see him.
That's not exactly an intimate venue.
Yeah. But he also said that it includes the possibility of debuting some new material, which would be very cool. I mean, he's still writing stuff. He's obviously still able to produce a song and still is such a great player. So I'm excited to hear if there's going to be new stuff and if it's going to be, you know, maybe some collaboration. I mean, everybody wants to work with Tom Petty.
Or maybe something a little more stripped down since he's doing these smaller venues. I don't
never know.
That's an opportunity for him
Stay
to do
tuned. If
something
anyone
like
wants to get
that.
us Tom Petty tickets, we would be happy to take them off your hands.
Yeah,
to go check it out.
Just so you know.
Just so you know. Yes. Well, someone else who is launching a new tour is Bob Seger. So basically, him and Tom Petty could have headlined together. I mean, let's just go with, you know, they put out albums around the same time. But this is his 2013 tour with a new song. It's called All the Roads. There's actually a video at the link we're going to post below if you want to listen to him play it while he wears a sweatband. That's my favorite part of this story is that he's wearing a sweatband while playing it. Gets pretty sweaty. But so he kicked it off in Ohio this past week, and you know he played a lot of the hits, but he also has some new stuff that people haven't heard. And then he played Like a Rock for the first time since 1996, which I always just think of like Chevy commercials.
True.
But it's okay because he can transcend past that. But he has more than 19 dates, and apparently everyone said he sounded good.
Yeah, they love the new song too, stripped down song as well.
So if you're a Bob Seger fan or a Tom Petty fan, this is the year for you. Go out and get your tickets because it's going to be a great year. It's also a year for the show Nashville.
It is. I don't know if you've been watching the show, but I have. I just love it. So it's
very
it's entertaining. It's surprisingly realistic.
It's very overly dramatic, but I enjoy that about it.
Yeah, but Nashville can be. So it's interesting.
It takes the best and the worst.
Just the way that they talk about all the things that go behind.
Yes,
you know,
but this week's episode, without giving away too much, was especially dramatic.
If you haven't watched it yet, you might want to go la la la.
What I like about it though is that they take the opportunity to use actual country music stars and kind of place them in. I mean, sometimes it's a little awkward because I mean, I love a good country music star, but not everybody can act in front of a camera. Right. But they have had some guest stars in the past few episodes that have made it kind of feel like, oh, I've actually seen that person really in country music. Like Kip Moore and Vince Gill were in this episode as well.
Yeah, they had the big industry parties. So an opportunity for them to show up and do what they'd actually do.
And not just be like, oh, look, they're just here in the background. Like, it made sense. But they also had the Black Keys frontman, Dan Auerbach. So they're kind of trying to bring in everyone. Now, I thought what's funny is that the guy that plays Juliet's new manager, like the kind of like rock and roll-y sort of guy, Liam, he basically is Dan Auerbach from the Black Keys. And so I was just hoping that if they would see each other, it would be like they'd break the space-time continuum because they basically are the same character. So I don't know.
Good point.
I don't know.
About it that way.
But it was a very weirdly tragic episode too.
It was.
It was. We don't want to give away too much, but you should definitely watch it if you haven't watched it yet.
You should watch it.
If you have watched it, you should let us know how you felt about it.
Probably catch up before you watch this one too.
Yeah.
Because some things that happen.
It's taken off.
A couple of episodes
taken off, but definitely good music
it's a good
too.
show, and yes.
So exciting to see where the music's going from that. Another show that is kind of in the middle of the road sometimes. American Idol is still there, in case you guys haven't watched it. It's still around.
I mean, still a lot of viewers for sure.
Yeah. What was cool this week is that Zoe Johnson sang The Circle of Life from The Lion King, which even if I just say that out loud, it just sounds a little, really? Like you would really attempt that song? But she blew it out of the water, surprisingly.
She sure did. And
she took hold of it. Like no one has done before.
You know, she takes those chances and does them well. So I mean, sometimes people do that, and it's like, you probably shouldn't have taken that risk.
Yeah.
Some people say a little too in the lines on the show, and they kind of just sound like, karaoke.
Like they're just kind of there.
But she's doing the.
And I like that while she did the Circle of Life, she was wearing some leopard print because obviously she had the whole theme going.
And she's the hair and everything.
Yes,
it was a cool.
You can watch the video of that as well. We'll have the link from Rolling Stone, but it's just. It's just one of those songs that I would have never attempted at karaoke.
She got a standing O from the judges, though.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that kind of...
You have to hear it to believe it. Everyone else is kind of meh.
Yeah,
but she kind of overtook it. So if you're looking for a front runner, we might suggest her because if you can kill the Lion King live, you can do a lot.
Yeah, I mean
that's
pretty impressive.
That's what I always say. But someone who I haven't heard from in a while.
I know, 30 Seconds to Mars.
If you don't remember them, they're Jared Leto, the actor Jared Leto. They're his band. They're releasing a new single called Up in the Air, and they're releasing it in
the air, literally.
Literally in space. They're gonna blast their single into the air when the first copy is gonna be included on a SpaceX cargo mission delivering scientific experiments and goods to the International Space Station.
This is a pre-release before anybody else gets the song.
So if you are the space station, you get it first. If you're an alien in space, you get it first.
Good for you, astronauts.
Yeah, very, very hilarious.
It is
and
different.
also they're gonna be 30 Seconds to Mars are going to be at the launch of the rocket.
Yes.
So really fun way to do that. I mean,
sure.
Everybody's looking for new promotion techniques. I don't know that I would have chosen this, but I guess if you wrote a song called Up in the Air, there's no other way to do it. Maybe you could have released it in balloons.
That's
or a hot air balloon. I don't know. But no, go for space.
Sure.
But the full release is going to be on March 19th.
Right. So that's
and
soon.
yeah, and so it's their first single from, they still have a title for their fourth CD, which is going to come out later this year.
So
stay tuned. But if you're in space, good luck to you because you get to hear it first. Let us know how it sounded. But Sheryl Crow.
Yes, we do have some more local Nashville.
Some more local Nashville. She has been, this week in Nashville has been CRS Week, which is Country Radio Seminar, which is basically, if you don't know, it's where artists or anyone that's involved in kind of the country music world comes to Nashville, and it's kind of a thank you to country radio stations. They put on a lot of showcases.
Yes.
They do a lot of stuff for radio, and they invite people that work in the radio industry.
A lot of upcoming artists kind of take an opportunity to network as well.
Like, please play my single.
Do showcases as well. So it's kind of that way for the ones that have really had success to come back and thank the radio. And then the ones that are trying to pursue that, to have an opportunity.
And it's very Nashville-centric.
Yes, it is.
But there have been events all over. Kelly and I have been stopping by a few.
We have.
But there's been a few reviews. There hasn't been a lot of coverage. There'll probably be more next week, obviously, when people are finished and tired. And
Wednesday night, there was an event that Warner Music put on.
Warner Music Nashville.
So far has been kind of that highlighted.
They did a back to the 70s showcase.
Right.
Which, I mean, if you're a fan of 70s music and you're a fan of people attempting to cover it, it was the night for you. It was definitely the night for me. But John Oates from Hall & Oates was there. So you had a little bit of 70s love there. Anyway, he pops everywhere. But Sheryl Crow has kind of been kicking around. And so the story we're kind of focusing on is that she kind of did a showcase on Tuesday night and then also on Wednesday night.
Right.
Tuesday night, she's putting out a new country album is kind of what was announced at this showcase. And so she played, of course, her hits to, quote, get them out of the way. But then she's like really excited because she's putting out a new country album. So if you are a country fan or Sheryl Crow fan, this is your moment.
She's coming back.
Hop on board, because there aren't a lot of females in country music.
No, I know.
Sad. So she's one of the few that's like crossing over. So we'll see how that goes.
Yes.
But I mean, she has been nominated for like something like 27 Grammys. So I mean,
she always kind of did cross over a little bit into the country. Yeah. She kind of had that folksy side to her pop, and so
we'll see. Country's a little more accepting of people that are middle of the road now. And I did hear her cover the Eagles. she covered the Eagles with Miranda Lambert and Ashley Monroe, and so
Yes.
on Wednesday night. So if you can cover Don Henley, you're gonna be okay, I think. And you have a few Grammy nominations, no big. But if you have any CRS coverage, let us know about it. If you have any stories that you didn't see covered and you were like, I'm really sad about it, you should find us on Facebook.
You should.
Facebook.com/Talkapolis. We are there.
We're also on Twitter.
We are on Twitter.
@Talkapolis.
You can tweet us all of your deepest thoughts about music, or don't.
Yeah, so we also have a phone app. It's free to download.
Put it on your phone.
If you'd like to just carry us around all the time.
In your pocket or in your purse, somewhere safe. Keep your phone somewhere safe.
Absolutely.
Please do. But we will see you next week with even more headlines, so stay tuned. Till then,
Have a wonderful weekend.
Yes, go out and get some fresh air.
And we'll see you on Monday.
See you then.